There have been countless weird video games ever since video games have ever existed. Some of them are intentionally weird, and some of them just are. Now I'm going to tell you the top 10 weirdest games. Caution. Opinions. Like I said, there are about a million billion weird games in the world. I'm only going to cover 10. If my math is correct, a million billion does not equal 10. If I didn't put a game that you wanted in the list, tell me about it in the comments. Don't be a bitch about it, okay? Let's start.
せーのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっともっとラララララララララ
Have you ever wanted to be a mosquito? Have you ever wanted to fly around and suck the blood out of a Japanese family? I haven't. Maybe you have. I don't know. I don't know you. You seem like the kind of person who wants to fly around and suck the blood out of a Japanese family.
I hope you enjoyed your first blood suck.
I personally hate mosquitoes. It's the way they fly around and stick their nasty little needle thing into your body and suck your blood without you even knowing, leaving an itch and probably some disease. They're terrifying. But after playing Mr. Mosquito, you really start to feel for the little guys. I mean, nobody said it was easy being a mosquito. Especially Mr. Mosquito. Just look at him. You can't really hate him. He's yellow. He has big eyes. He's a cartoon on the... I don't know. He's... Or maybe it's just Japanese mosquitoes that are like this. You're just a mosquito who needs blood and doesn't want to get killed. No, that's not weird. Just listen to this voice acting.
Rina is the daughter of the Yamada family.
Isn't it the time of year to take a family picture? I've been looking forward to it. How about taking a picture of just you and Dad? I don't want to be in it. What are you talking about? Why not? I just don't see why we have to take the same old pictures year after year.
When I was young!
If I learned anything from PBG, it's that Japanese arcade games are weird. And Puli Brula is definitely Japanese. The game is about a magical place called Radish Land. In this magical Radish Land, each city's time flow is controlled by a guy turning a key. One day, a bad man stole a key and time stops. The bad man used this time to attack cities with his army of purple robots, mustache oxygen jellyfish, purple frugal D's, bobblehead Bettys, and a crap ton of other Dr. Seuss rejects. So an old man gave a boy and a girl magic six help. Save the town, get the crown, and Mr. Krabs. That didn't actually happen. But the weirdest part about the game are the backgrounds. Look at them! Why are these there? What the hell is going on in Radish Land? Everything looks weird, and the boy looks like a girl and wears pink, so I can only assume that the magic stick is actually some sort of gay wand. You are now a homosexual. You now have swag. And you're turning gay.
He's turning gay! Turning gay! Thank you, alright, okay. Turning gay!
And all the ungay is melting away. 言葉にすれば消えちゃう関係なら言葉を消せばいいやって思ってた恐れてたんだけどあれなんか違う
This game is actually a flash game. I mean, flash games need love too, right? So let's take a look at this one. Okay, next.
千里の一問一歩かな石のように硬いそんな石で塵も積もれば山となでしこの死ぬ気でいや死ぬ気で
Tattoo Assassins. Why don't we just shorten that down to Tap Ass? Mortal Kombat can be pretty weird at times, but it still stays somewhat serious. Tap Ass, on the other hand, crosses the line almost instantly. Who is that guy? Why is he holding a bomb? What's with this diaper? Ew, who are these people? This game is pretty much a ripoff of Mortal Kombat. You can kind of tell just by looking at it. But I'm pretty sure this game is about Magic Inc. or some crap like that. But who cares? Look at these fighters. AC Current, Truck Travis, Derek Tool, Billy Two Moon. What the hell? This game is stupid. I don't know if the developers actually thought these were awesome or they were just trolling. I'm serious, I can't tell if this is a ripoff or a parody of Mortal Kombat. What's even stupider are the fatalities. There are so many that you can just randomly press buttons and you usually get one.
Win, perfect, win.
They're not satisfying at all. Most of them are just dumb. But it's pretty funny how stupid they are though.
Win, perfect, win. Win, perfect, win.
This game is weird, and I see no reason for this game to exist. Most people's top 10 weirdest video game lists have Katamari Damacy somewhere. But I'm original. You mean hipster? No! Original. After researching Katamari for this list, I came across a game made by the same guy for the PS3 and I think iPhone, called Nobi Nobi Boy. This is a weird game where you play as a stretchy worm thing on a floating town place who likes to eat things. Don't like the strawberries? Eat 'em. Don't like the people in the town? Eat 'em. Then crap 'em out to make a weird person-strawberry hybrid. Yay! Accidentally split in half? Eat your butt and fuse together. The game has no goal or purpose. It was made just to be weird.
この同じ瞬間共有してる時間塵も積もれば山となでしこ俺は性欲もてやまし
My name is Leonard Nimoy, and I will be your guide. Well, this is your first day with the Seaman kit. Your first step will involve preparing the tank for Seaman's.
What the hell is that?
Oh,
Ew, get it away from me. What the hell? Why would you make this, Japan? I know you have some kind of fetish for weird things, but seriously, get this thing away from me.
But
Oh, God.
how are you?
Oh, what the hell?
How are you? As great as I look. You look good.
Well, anyway, this game is called Seaman, which is already a weird name. It's a life simulator like those pet fish games where you feed it and make sure the tank is clean and all that fish stuff. The only difference is Seaman can talk.
So tell me, do you use the internet?
Starting out like a baby and then increasing its vocabulary.
Bye-bye. What's happening? Why do Americans think everybody speaks English? Sheesh. Ouch.
Listen.
Mom!
You can talk to it yourself with the Dreamcast microphone.
You use it for pornography?
Yes.
Well, at least you're an honest pervert. I'm mad at you right now, so go away.
Oh, come on, Boo.
Stop it. Stop it. The sound of it.
The voice recognition is not that good, but it can be funny at times.
You suck. So does your mother.
Even
I heard that they're remaking the game for the 3DS with enhanced voice control. If that's true, I'm pre-ordering that crap.
You want me to open some Seaman whoop ass? Huh? Do ya? Do ya?
What is this? I don't even... I don't even know if there are English words to describe this game. Maybe これは非常に奇妙なゲームです。何が時刻? The game is about two girls in Tokyo who throw people with color shirts at other people with color shirts to make them disappear. Yeah, magic. The story makes no sense. I mean, I know you play as Savannah and Grace, and you need to throw people at a group of people with colored shirts to terminate them, so you can make it to the front of the line or something like that. But story-wise, I have no clue what's going on. In fact, I don't even know why they bother bringing this game to America. America! Yeah, it takes a petition to get games like Xenoblade Chronicles and Pandora's Tower to get here, but we get games like this when nobody even asks for it. Actually, Japan, you can have this game back. I don't want it. Maybe the people who like sucking blood of Japanese people do, but I don't. Yes, a pigeon dating simulator. Why aren't there more of these in the world? I say every console from now on should have at least 50 pigeon dating simulators. In fact, they should make a console just for pigeon dating simulators. Make it into the shape of a pigeon or something. I mean, I've never played a bad pigeon dating simulator in my life. But I don't have a life, so let's take a look at this game. You're a human girl in a pigeon school, where you were expected to date the pigeons. Seems like a pretty normal game. Why is this on the list again?
You're misunderstanding. It's just a transvestite cafe. Forgive me, sir, but I need to go home. I must return to my people with the spoils of war, lay my bloodied sword at the feet of my great king, and celebrate my conquest of all the lands from here to distant Macedonia.
A game with LSD in the name. It has to be weird. Yeah, it doesn't look weird, but trust me, there's more to this than just this. LSD Dream Emulator is based on someone's dream journal. Imagine all the weird dreams you've had and put them all in one game. Yeah, already weird. But the main reason I think this game is weird is because of the unpredictable nature of it. You're put in different environments, and if you touch a wall or an object, you get transported to a new environment. But every time you go to an environment, you might spawn in a different place, or there might be a new object, or the map might be a little rearranged. It's totally random and kinda scary at times. One dream you might look up and see a flying pink elephant, and the next you might see dead people hanging from streetlights. It's extremely weird. Oh boy, Katamari Damacy. The entire series. Okay, I lied about not having these games on this list, but they're just too damn weird. I was gonna just use the PS2 game until I realized that there are more, and they're all probably weirder than the first. And yes, I'm counting the Google Chrome extension as a Katamari game. In these games, you play as a small prince whose dad is the king of all cosmos, and needs to roll around a sticky ball and gather things to make your ball bigger while listening to an awesome soundtrack. No, not that awesome soundtrack. This one. When I say this series is weird, I mean it. I mean, let's take a look at the intro to the newest one on the PS Vita, which happens to be called Touch My Katamari.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katamari on the
And that was my list. Thank you for watching. By the way, that was the first video that I made that I actually care about, so yay. So if you think that I suck and I should die in a hole, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I'll try not to cry. But if you think I'll make good videos in the future, click the subscribe button, which should be somewhere here. Unless YouTube changes its layout again in the future, then it should be somewhere around here. Or unless you're in full screen mode, then, well, then I just sound like a retard.